Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today, where today we will be hopefully doing some hydrangea cuttings and planting some spring onions, bunching onions, using the common variety White Lisbon. We use that all the time. I'm going to do them in these large cells instead of smaller ones, to hopefully get them growing very well. So let's start by putting some Jack's Magic in. Always use Jack's Magic and just pour it all over. There we go. So yeah, I'm doing them in these bigger cells, so it's easier for when we transplant them. Won't get as many bunches, but they won't have to stay in the cells as quick, so they can stay in the cells longer. I need a bit more. Sorry if I didn't upload the other day. I was supposed to be doing this on Saturday. I'm now doing this on Monday. Simply because I was planning to do it all on everything on Saturday. Go to the garden centre and get all the stuff, but I went to Alton Towers instead, so that was fun. So sorry for missing a day on uploading. I don't really have a schedule, but I just like to upload on certain days, record my videos on certain days, sort of thing. So let's just scrape this off. Alton Towers was quite nice. So right, so now that's done, what I want to do is you put quite a few seeds in here and just leave them. So I'm just going to get my 3 fingers, use pencil, whatever, and just wriggle it around about a centimetre, half centimetre deep. They don't have to be accurate, but as long as they're below the surface. You don't want to put them more than 2 centimetres deep, because they won't be very, very good. Right then, where did I put the packet? There we go. So I've already torn off the corner, so let's see if the seeds will come out. I got these from Premier Seeds Direct, 2,500 seeds for £1.50. Definitely recommend them. I always get loads of my seeds from there off their eBay store. Please sponsor me, Premier Seeds. I need a sponsor. They send me loads of seeds. So as you can see, quite a few seeds. I'm just going to put pinches too in there. Quite a bit. So there we go. Let's put a nice amount in each one. If there's way too many, just thin them out, but you don't really thin them out, because bunching onions have about 5 to 10 onions actually growing in the bunch. There we go. I've never really seen them spring onions this late, but these are supposed to be alright. I'm just going to use the rest of the seeds in all the pockets. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is just rub it over gently. Let's get some more compost and just sprinkle over, then wipe it off. So that should be that done. It could do with pressing it down a bit, so I'm just going to use my hand and push it down lightly. You don't want to do it too much, because otherwise the water won't soak through. There we go, perfect. So I'm just going to put these on the side and we'll water them in a minute. Let's put them down on the garage floor and we will water them in 1 second when we do the hydrangeas. So I'm gonna get some hydrangeas found and I will take you guys with me. Right then, so here we have a hydrangea. It isn't flowering much this year because I did cut it back hard at the start of the year, and I don't know if you can see, I've nipped the ends off most of the branches. That's purely to bush it up and they grow on the previous year's growth this type. So we're going to take some cuttings from just round here. I'll get you guys lined up. Let me just show you these ones. So this one, as you can see, is a bit dead because went on holiday and they sort of died, but they've come back very well. So they are cuttings from a while ago. But what we're going to do is, this will make the bush not very even, but it will bush up next year. So what I'm going to do is cut just above 2 leaves, so it will bush out. But I don't know if you can see. Make sure it's like nice, it's good firm wood. Soft wood will root, but if you do it firm, it will stand a better chance of survival in winter. So I've just cut the leaves off the bottom there and cut it there like that. So there we have 2 decent cuttings. So I'll take you guys back in the garage and we'll get these potted up. Right then, so we're going to use these pots here, I believe are about 12 centimeters. So let's get some compost in them, and I think we need to fill the bucket up a bit more. Try and get all this in. Just firm it down gently, get the rest out of the bucket. There we go. I don't know what this variety is called because it was here before we moved to this house, and it was about the same size that it is now, but it was 3 times as big last year. Because I don't know if did I show you in previous videos? It was quite big, but it really shot up more since then, and I mean it proper shot up. Right, so that's firmed down. We could do with watering these first, so let's quickly water these. Right then, so I've put the sprinkler on these and they're nice and moist now, so I'm just going to get my pencil and put a hole in the middle of them like that. I also did dip these in the pond, so they are a bit wet, so we can just put some rooting powder on the bottom. You might not need to, but I am just for this time. You want to use the pencil to put the hole in, because otherwise it sort of is difficult because the rooting powder just comes straight off when you shove it in. It would be nicer for this to be lower down, like this one, which I'll show you in a minute. But there is leaf buds below the surface, so if this is just to keep the plant going, it shoots up anyway. So put that one in there like that. And what I'm going to try and do, my other pruners I've just left out there near the other hydrangea, so this one's not got no spring, but what I'm just going to do is, oops, a bit loose, water it in again in a minute. Just cut the leaves in half, just so you don't have to feed all that leaf. I could do with cutting this neater, but it won't really matter. Oops. These pruners are really worn out. Just put those there. So that's that done. So I'll water these in, and I'll water the spring onions in, and that'll be that done. So I guess that's about it for today's video. You could put some gravel on the top of these, but I'm not going to. I have done before, but these should be alright. So yeah, water the spring onions in. Should be alright, just leave them outside. They should root. Just leave them in a sheltered area though, and so the sun don't wilt them. So I guess that's about it for today's video. Hope you all did enjoy, and I guess I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye everybody.